Hello, you tubby. YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced you tubby. I'm Andrew Joseph Keith. I'm an artist and sculptor, and I've got some exciting news for me. I was recently accepted into a show, a sculpture show, one of the largest in the US of A. It's in Loveland, Colorado. It's called Sculpture in the Park. It's an outside show. They accept 140 artists or something like that from all around the world, and it's a pretty exciting opportunity. I wanted to talk about one of the experiences that I had with some sculptures that I'm working on right now. I have been busy, so I know I haven't uploaded a lot of videos on YouTube. I was trying to do it every week, get a video, but I kind of got burned out. So if you know me, you're welcome. If you know me, I really like to save money. I like to save money. I like to not spend money on things that I can find without spending money. So one of the things that I'm obviously looking for all the time is stone. So something pretty cool that I was able to do, I was able to get in contact with a place that did headstones that was close by. For the most part, headstones nowadays are done in granite because it's a lot harder than marble. It doesn't wear out as fast, and marble tends to change color over time, and it also gets chipped easier, and it just doesn't do well outdoors. So I was asking if they had any extra marble that wasn't being used that they would be willing to donate, and they did. I probably got, it was probably like $1,000+ worth of marble, just different size, random sized pieces of stone, for just going and asking. And I also asked if they needed any help with anything. I was actually able to help them. In exchange, I was able to get some granite bases that I hand chipped myself, and they were willing to donate the granite. It was just a scrap piece, and I chipped it into some bases. So pretty cool, and something to keep in mind. Where there's waste, and how can you take advantage of that? I hate waste. I hate it. So one of the blocks that I got from there was a really nice gray. It was a really nice gray marble, and it was a big piece. It was 4.5 feet tall by 6 inches by 12 inches, so a good sized piece. It was probably around 370 pounds. I spent a while and I came up with a design that I thought would work really well, and what I liked about the design was I could cut certain areas out and save them for other sculptures and still get a finished sculpture that was 4.5 feet tall. I worked a long time on the maquette. I got a maquette that I was really happy with. I was really looking forward to carving it. And what happened was, as I was making some of the first cuts, I was using 9-inch blade. It wouldn't cut all the way through. So I would cut from one side and I would cut from the other side, but there was a space in between where there was still some marble that was attached. I cut as much as I could, and I thought, you know what, I'll just feather it and hope that it just pops off clean. And with feathering, you drill down and then you put in 2 metal pieces and then a nail through, and then you just kind of tap it so it puts pressure on that rock, and then hopefully it pops apart where you want it to. So one of the pieces came off okay. We feathered it and it came off okay, and that was a good size, a long piece. And there was a corner piece that was only a triangle that would have been, it wouldn't have been that big. I wanted to save it for if I wanted to do another sculpture with this piece. I feathered it and it broke, and it did break off the piece, but it also broke the entire sculpture in two. That was really frustrating. I guess fortunately it was the first day I was carving, so it wasn't like I'd done a ton of work and then it broke in half. But it did break in half. So now I had basically 3 large pieces and this tiny triangle that it wasn't worth the cost. So there's a lesson in that. Sometimes maybe I should have just wasted it. Just cut the material out, wasted that part of it that was the danger area, and then I could have still gotten that long block and got 2 sculptures out of this piece. Now I have 3 large pieces. So what I did, I decided I would make the best of a bad situation. I came up with a new maquette for the top half and a new maquette for the bottom half, and I'm actually really happy with the 2 designs. And I'm working on the female, the second half of that one, and I'm happy with both. And I think in the end, it's gonna end up being better than if it would have worked out perfectly the first time. Just a life story teeming with substance. I think the takeaway, at least for me, was sometimes it's okay. It's okay. There's gonna be setbacks. You're gonna have setbacks. Holy cow. Holy cow. If you can make the best of a bad situation, checkmate.